Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I get ready for work. I actually have to go to work later today. And what that includes, the choices that I make and why, and also some of the products that I've been using lately. If that sounds good to you, I hope that you stick around. My name is Jay. On this channel, I tend to create content about planners and productivity, and also recently I've been including makeup just because it's been like a lifelong hobby of mine. And I've been having more fun here. So think of this as like my creative corner of the internet. And if you'd like to join me, I'd love to have you here. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so I tried to do this without a fan. It's a no-go. The fan is going off to the side of me. I have it on the lowest, quietest setting, so hopefully you can't hear it. And if you can, I'm so sorry. the only alternative is that I sweat, and if I'm sweating, I can't apply makeup, so I'm sorry. So first things first, I go in with a good primer. What makes a good primer to you is 100% dependent on what your needs are. I'm someone that has oily combination skin, so I tend to want something, especially in the summer, that's going to control those oils and help my makeup stay on all day. I also have larger pores, so I appreciate something that has some blurring to it. It's always welcome here. But alternatively, if you have dry skin, you are not going to want something that's going to control your oils. You're going to want something that's going to moisturize the skin and prep it in that way. So I've been using the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder in Transparent or Universal since it launched, and it's great at oil control. But for a primer, you're going to want to pick something that specifically is going to address your concerns. Okay, and then for base product, this is exciting. So for the base recently, I've been using some new products from Merit, which they actually sent to me in PR. So I'm sharing them with you today, and I've been loving them. So Merit came out with their Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick when they originally launched their brand. But they have redesigned it and put more inside the packaging, and it's exciting. So this is actually a product I wanted to try for a really long time, but they've been out of stock forever because Merit was in the process of redesigning it, and now that they're back in stock, I'm so happy. So Merit sent me one of their complexion sticks, and I chose the shade Sand, and then they also sent the brush that goes with it. So this is the brush number 1, their blending brush, which this I haven't tried. We're going to try this today for the first time. And there's that. But before Merit had even agreed to send me this, I had already purchased it in the shade Camel, which is one shade darker. And now I've been using Camel for about a week, and I really like it. I really like this product, and I'll explain to you why and show you why. But now I also have Sand, which is perfect because this product can double as a concealer. You can put it all over as a foundation. It can go underneath your eyes to cover dark circles or conceal dark spots and blemishes. It's just a really multitasking product. So it's nice to have 2 shades because you can have one that can slightly highlight the face in certain points, and then one that actually like matches your skin tone. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link down below where you can shop if you'd like. It is commission based, so I will be getting like a percentage of money back from that if you choose to shop through that link, but it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, on your first purchase through Merit Beauty's website, which will be linked down below, if you spend $40 USD, you do get this like lovely makeup bag. It's like this corduroy bag that it's really nice, honestly, and it fits a lot, like a lot more than I thought it was going to. But you just tie the top like this, and it's really cute. If you're not like, I don't know how well this will work if you're like internationally traveling, because the tie can undo itself in like your luggage. But for like a road trip or just like at your desk, this is a beautiful bag. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. I'm actually really excited to try out this brush for the first time. I'm gonna grab a mirror that I can use. So, camel has been suiting me all over the face right now. I do have a little bit of a tan. So all I've been doing is I'll take this and I will just go like this. I tend to draw 3 lines. A line across the chin and like a V on my forehead that's not straight. And I'll put a line down my nose. So again, this is the camel shade, and I'm going to use this brush for the first time and blend it out. It's really soft. Normally, I use like this guy, which is like a smaller slanted brush, but I think that this is going to be useful. It's a little bit bigger. It does have a slight slant to it, which is nice, but I really like brushes like this that are like the same size from top to bottom that don't like taper. And what I've been really liking about this is that it's super blendable. It just sinks into the skin and it looks just like skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a mask. It doesn't look like I've got a full coverage foundation on, which this isn't. You can get like medium coverage at best with this, which is perfect for me because I rarely even wear medium coverage. I tend to be a light coverage gal, honestly. So I'm just gonna blend this in around the face. Okay, which now that I've got that camel shade all over the face, I'm gonna go in and touch up areas where I think need a little bit more coverage. So right around my nose, which is strange. I've never been someone who has had that area get red before. It's weird, but that's been happening. Sides of the mouth, right there on the chin. And I'm just gonna look up close and tap it over any little blemishes or stuff. Okay, so that's all blended in. I'm gonna take Sand, which is the shade that's one shade lighter, and I'm going to just run that underneath my eyes. I think that's all. That's the only place I'm gonna put it. A little bit on my nose. I've been dealing with like blackheads, you guys. My goodness. My skin has just been struggling. I don't know what to do at this point. Like I've been on 4 different prescriptions. It's just, and nothing seems to like really help. Like things will help in the short term, but then it'll come back, or things will help marginally, like help some of it but not fix all of it. Like I don't know. So yeah, I'm just pressing that in with my finger again. So that's the base. Whenever I'm going to work, I will spend quite a bit of time, like overall, right? Like if we're talking about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm going to spend about half of that on complexion typically, just because I find that if you can perfect your complexion and even it out, and at least for me, it makes me feel leaps and bounds better, and I would rather focus my time on doing that and then like sheer washes of color on top, as opposed to like sinking all of my time into an intricate eye look. I'm just going to take my cream bronzer and plop it up here. That's one thing I would be excited to see Merit Beauty make, is a cream bronzer. It's like bronzer in general, but this year specifically creams are my favorite makeup product. I love a bronze. I find that it adds so much, at least from my skin tone. I feel like a lot of people are more partial to blush, but like a good bronzer just really goes with the tone of my skin and can do a lot for me. There's days where I'll just wear bronzer and not even fuss with a blush. I'm going to take whatever's left on that brush and graze it across my nose. And then I'm going to pick up whatever is left on my hand and take it across the temples. I think I am going to pull out the other products that I own from Merit, and I'll use that today. I own a lipstick from them and a lip oil that like I purchased with my own money. Okay, I'm just going to take that brush and blend the edges of that bronzer underneath my chin. Like, okay, the difference that bronzer makes on my skin tone is everything. I don't have the blush from Merit, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a rosy tone powder blush. This is Patrick Tosh So LA. This has been my favorite all summer. It's like a bronzy blush, which I'm not surprised that it's been my favorite because it is very bronzy, but I'm just going to, if you see me gazing off in that direction, sometimes it's because the mirror's over there. My mirror's too tall to fit it right underneath the camera. So it sits right off to the side. I hope that's not distracting. Whatever's left, I'm just going to, again, buff across the nose. Since we're like deep in the middle of summer, I've been liking that somewhat suntan, sunburn look. It's not something that I will go for all year, but in this time of year, it's lovely. For eyebrows, I'm just going to go in with a pencil. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 3, and I am just going to sculpt them. Okay, eyebrows are done. I'm just going to prime my eyelids, and I'll show you what I've been doing to literally get out of the house. It's been so quick, so easy. Merit doesn't have any eyeshadow products, which is another thing that I would love to see them create, because the whole thing with Merit is like minimalism and like enhancing natural beauty. And it would be interesting. I'm curious to see what direction they would go to if they were to do an eyeshadow product. Like, would they do a like sheer liquid eyeshadow, or would they do like a cream in a pot, or would they just do a powder? Like, I'm just interested to see specifically like what their vision would be for an eyeshadow product. Okay, so I've been taking this. This is the NARS Surabaya Duo, and all you want, or all I want, is like this kind of mid-tone brown shade. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it, which is why I've been loving it. And I just take it on a brush, and then I just pat it all across my eyelid. Just like that. And then I'll wipe the brush off a little bit, flip it on its side where it's fluffy, and just start to blend it throughout the crease. I'm going to take some of the blush I used and blend it into the eye look. On that outermost bit and around right under my brow. Okay, so there you go. So I'm just looking for a wash of brown. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so we've got like that base of brown. And then what I've been really liking about this duo is this shade right here. It's like a mid-tone shimmer. Is it even a shimmer? Or it's a satin? Yeah, it's definitely a satin. but that slight satin element to it brings light because it's going to reflect light, but it's not, it doesn't look like an additional eyeshadow I'm adding into the mix. It still makes the eye look like it only took me 4 minutes, but that little shimmer really brings light onto the eye, and I find that it just looks really pretty when I do it. So I'm going to take a flat shader brush, pick up that shade. It's a really interesting shade too. It's like a purpley brown, but it's got some rose in it because I don't like purples, but it's interesting. So I'm just going to, let me actually use my finger. I'm gonna tap that across the center of the lid. And I keep it really simple on the eyes. Like, that's about it. Some days I'll go in and I'll do like a wing with like a brown powder eyeshadow. I don't know. I'm gonna take the Victoria Beckham eyeliner in Cocoa and just tightline. Okay, so what's left? Mascara. Merit didn't send me this. I've purchased this. I've purchased multiple of it. It's such a good mascara, you guys. It's so good. It gives me like the most prettiest, fluffiest, full looking lashes. It's just wonderful. I wish that they would make it in a brown. It's also a tubing formula, which is my favorite, just because they're really easy to remove. I'm looking for my eyelash curler. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply the Merit Lengthening Mascara in Perfect Black. It's the only mascara that they have, but it's amazing. I love the packaging of it, first off, which, like, that's always a bonus when you find a good product and you love the packaging. But also the brush is, like, pretty small, that I can like really get in there and work at the root of my lashes without making a huge mess behind them and like hitting my eyelid and stuff. It's really great. It's really great. So I'm gonna curl lashes, apply mascara, and then I'll be back and we'll figure out what I want to do with the lips today. So from Merit, I own 2 of their tinted lip oils. I've got Bel Air, which is like a clear, but it's got like, they call it like a warm gold, a warm clear, because it's got like shimmers in it, gold shimmers, but the shimmers are so fine. It's a really nice lip oil. And then I also have it in the shade Taupe, and then I've got their signature lipstick in the shade Slip, which, should we nude it out today and go Slip? We could do Taupe though. I actually wore Taupe when I took my graduation photos from university. I like it a lot. It's a good product. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with like a cool tone lip liner and sculpt the lips. I think I'm gonna go with Taupe just because my lips are feeling a little dry. Not that this is drying, but Taupe is like a lip oil, so I think that it's gonna help to moisturize my lips and just feel a little bit more comfortable today. Is that what I was looking for? I think I'm gonna pop a little bit of Slip, the signature lipstick, in the center here. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this is the finished look. This is how it turned out. I've pretty much been keeping everything like pretty monochromatic, like in the same color family, everything that's been going on my face. And I think that has been why I've been loving my makeup so much recently, is because it all just looks really cohesive. But I still have like room to play on my eyes some days, but yeah. Anyway, that's the final look. Again, if you're interested in Merit Beauty, either the new complexion sticks or anything else that I mentioned here today, you can find the link to purchase down below. Again, it is a commission link, but I'd be greatly appreciated if you'd use it. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me today. If you have any questions about what I used or how and why I used it, also leave those down below, or feel free to DM me on Instagram. Before you head out, I would love you to take a second to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.